Hi friends, come join me on the incredible journey that we had in my backyard in Nova Scotia for the 2025 growing season. We start the season in late April when the trees are just beginning to wake up and the buds begin to open. The nectarines and apricots are always the first ones to open. Thanks, Mr. Bumblebee. I appreciate all your hard work. The Toka Japanese plum tree, only in its second year, and the flowers are magnificent. This is the youngest and the only tree on the property that has no blossoms, as I planted it just last year. This is the Yoanashi Asian pear tree, and it's looking healthy and ready and primed for a great growing season. Another plum tree here. It's multi-grafted and full of blossoms, as you can see. Wow, these blossoms are out of control. These two trees are bush cherry trees, and one is called Juliet and the other one is called Carmine Jewel. The Reliance Peach. Wow, look at the blossoms. This is the grape trellis. There are 5 different varieties planted here, and I got them pruned both in cane pruning and spur pruning. This multi-grafted apple tree is going to do very well this year. There's lots of blooms, and the fact that it's multi-grafted increases the chances of cross-pollination. Toward the front of the house, we have a Sweet Harrow European pear tree, and right next to it is a Honeycrisp apple tree. We also have blueberries scattered throughout the property, but the birds beat us to them every year. My favorite, the pawpaw trees. If you look closely, you can see flies pollinating the flowers, as the bees won't touch them. I don't know anybody else in Nova Scotia that has pawpaw trees. We're bringing it back, baby! I typically use strawberries as ground cover. I think it works great, but I'm not sure if it takes away nutrients from the trees. Hey, if you have an answer, please share a comment. This is a multi-grafted cherry tree, and coming into June, the blossoms have developed into small fruits. Now we're into early July, and the cherries have just gotten a little bit of color and starting to plump up. Let's see what the rest of the garden is looking like. Strawberries are looking good and tasting even better. This mulberry bush has some ripe berries. Better pick those before the birds get at them. July is when the vegetables really take off. These bitter melons are doing incredible. Here's a nice little harvest. I see bitter melon soup, stir-fried vegetables for supper, and peaches for dessert. There's some purple eggplant in the corner there. A whole bunch of green cherry tomatoes that are not ripened yet, and a bunch of different types of peppers. These ones here are cayenne pepper, I believe. The self-pollinating Stella cherry tree is the first of the cherries to be ready. Wow! For a small tree, it is productive. There must be 8 to 10 pounds of fruit. The multi-grafted cherry tree is almost ready to be harvested. There are some black Tartarian cherries, some Bing cherries. And wow, feast your eyes on those. Those are Rainier cherries. They're my favorite. I typically net this whole entire tree, and I highly recommend it to protect from birds. To my excitement, there were many pawpaw blossoms that set fruit this year. However, the trees were too immature and could not carry them, and they dropped all the fruit. Oh well, maybe next year. Here are the Asian pears. Shojuro, Shinsheki, and 21st Century are all grafted onto this one tree. Each tastes slightly different and have a slightly different appearance. And next door is the Reliance Peach. Wow, simply stunning. And you can really smell the aromas standing nearby. There must be at least 200 fruit on this tree. Amazing. Over on the grape trellis, we have the Concord table grape and the Himrod table grapes, just about ready to be harvested. The deep blue purple ones are the Concord variety, and the green ones are the Himrod variety. The Himrods are the best tasting table grape that I think I have. Unfortunately, they're also the least plentiful. So much zucchini! This is the perfect size for cooking. If they get any bigger, it's good for using for baking, like muffins and breads. Wow, have you ever seen a more perfect zucchini? Oh, that's Teddy, my precious garden helper. These Asian pears are just about ready. This variety gets slightly yellow, and you know they're ready when they come off when you lift the stem just a little bit, like so. These Mount Royal plums may look ready, but they're still really sour. They do sweeten up quite a lot right before they're ready to drop. In fact, I often pick the ones off the ground that have recently dropped, and those ones are the best. These Burbank Japanese plums are ready though. We'll pick a few of these. We actually have 4 different varieties of plums on the property. From left to right, we have the Toka plum, and then the Mount Royal plum, and then we have the Burbank, and finally the Stanley plum. My favorite would be the Toka plum, I would say, because it has such a distinct bubblegum flavor. Perfect looking eggplant right there. My kids love these grilled with a little bit of oyster sauce. Bitter melons love a lot of sun, and these ones get about 10 to 12 hours of sun per day, and they're doing very healthy, as you can see. This is the first time I tried growing gourds, and I was pretty successful. These are used in Vietnamese cooking for making soups. This is the other peach tree that we have on the property. It is the Cresthaven peach. It ripens about 2 weeks after the Reliance peach, but strangely enough, it blooms 2 weeks before. I would say the Reliance peach is slightly superior in flavor. This multi-grafted apple tree has hundreds of apples. The fruit is great for baking, but when it comes to eating fresh, nothing beats the Honeycrisp. The Honeycrisp apple is not only the most visually appealing, it is also the largest and by far the best tasting apple when eaten fresh. Here's a tip: try to leave the fruit on the tree until the entire apple is red. That way, the flavor and the sweetness is maximized. At the grocery store, they are always picked early and there's always green on them. These European pears are just about ready as well. Wow, what a sight! Simply stunning. And for wine grapes, we have the Muscat variety, which is an American grape, and also Mirechal Falche, which is a French variety. Sorry if I butchered the name. I am making a red wine this year, and I expect to get about 30 liters from these grapes. This is a green Italian fig. It's challenging to get these to ripen in our climate. I wish our summers were just a little bit longer, but this one seems to ripen nicely. It's pretty good. Here are some more images of our harvest. Thanks for sticking around for the journey of 2025. Can't wait to do it again next year. Feel free to leave any questions or comments. Happy gardening!